Hi everybody and welcome to part number 1 of the Rating Climb series, where I'm only going to be playing D4. Twitch, once again, say hi to YouTube. YouTube, say hi to Twitch. I'm only going to be playing D4 against subscribers, and the time format is 3 minutes with 5-second bonus. I'm going to be refunding all of these players throughout the course of this climb, and we're going to be playing a lot of different stuff. London, Queen's Gambit, maybe the Collie system, maybe the Catalan, Stonewall Attack. And the first person that we are up against is Decora. All right, here we go. D4. Now, what do I play for a first thing? Probably the London, right? I feel like that's... Now, I personally like the London better with bishop f4 rather than knight f3. Okay, now let's play, well, giving me the full center. But let's play this. E3. Bishop D3. This is generally a good setup. My opponent is playing like a Queen's Indian style setup. I'm going to play knight to D2. This is good. Now I'm going to show you a type of London where you don't castle. You actually wait. You wait for your opponent to castle. Also, I apologize in advance because I am eating. And eating is bad. Disrespectful. This is not a good move because I play C3. What do you mean I'm respectful now, Mr. Super Sharp? I'm always respectful. Now, the general rule of thumb in the London is that when this trade happens, you should rock back this way. Come on. Okay. You go here because if he takes you, you take like this and you open up your rook, which is good. Now, I said that we were not going to castle, right? He has castle, which means that we're going to go for this. We're going to do that by mobilizing this way, potentially building up a giant attack on this side of the board. All right. A lot of you might be thinking, Levy, what about the black climb? What about the E4 climb? Those exist too. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the playlist. I do this climb with a lot of different openings. Don't take. The whole point of this knight being here is that if they take, you take, and their knight has to get out. Do I play F4? Do I play this? I like this a little bit more. But F4 is also very good. I'll play Queen F3, because I don't want him to put his knight in the center, so I'd control that. So I'm going to go here. Free gift is on the way. Also, yes, Livy and Rose. That pasta made me crack up. We're stuck in chat. Oh no, he blunders. That's the whole point. Now you just get forked. Man, you guys are too funny. He's not supposed to blunder this. So this is actually going to be an easy win because he blunders a piece. Now, this is always useful to undermine the king's safety. Again, it's a London where we don't castle, we just bring the queen out like this. How to fight the London? Watch the climb with the black pieces. Okay. Can I castle? Can I play E4? Yes, for sure. But I'm looking to create something on this side of the board. This doesn't really scare me. This doesn't scare me either, because even though the bishop opens to the queen also opens to the bishop. Right? Easy enough. Now, bishop to g5. Okay. I'm still going to keep pushing. I'm actually very happy to give away this pawn, because then it just opens up my rook. In a stunning turn of events, it's actually me giving away material. What did that say? Hey YouTube, do I find love in the future? Okay, let's sacrifice. Let's sacrifice. What is he thinking? It's free. It's free. I want to go here. I also should castle. So now we've damaged his structure, and this opens up his king a lot. The bishop is going to come in this way and cut out. Oh, Spicy Bob, thank you for the prime. Guys, let's focus. Let's focus. Let's have a good, instructive, wholesome stream. I didn't go here right away because queen can come, and it's That was weird. Well, I was trying to have a nice and instructive game, but that stopped being nice and instructive very quickly. Now, the fastest way to win here is this, and it's unstoppable checkmate. But this London, where you play it aggressively with knight and queen, and then try to rotate the queen out this way, GG. Obviously, black should not take on e5 with the way he did. Here it would have been better for him to continue his development. Now for white to develop an attack, white needs to attack like this, or pop the bishop back out here and play g4. G4, g5, h4, h5, etc. Or long castle, bishop h4, g4, g5. Now, he played a setup where he has good control of the center, which is one of the reasons I played queen f3. Otherwise, I almost always will go for a Stonewall setup like this. Speaking of the Stonewall, JLPO, who's next, is about to get stonewalled. Play Kali? I will, but Kali's boring. I want to show you guys how to attack people. All right, d4, d5, e3. Here we go. The London, except the bishop stays back. So if he's threatening to play e5, you need to go f4 immediately, because if you just play bishop to d3, e5 happens. Right. Play like this, and then you play like this. Castle. So knight c6 is not great. Whoa. That's never a good move, and I'm going to show you why in a second. Here's why. Something that so many beginners make the mistake of. He's trying to play e5 and fight me back in the center, but he's going to have some serious problems defending his king here. A lot of beginners who play the Stonewall and just in general queen's pawn positions, they don't remember that that exists. And oftentimes in chess, if you let your opponent get away with something that shouldn't be happening, then they're just going to have a better position. That's how chess works. Let me, I'll take this one time. Right? And so again, like now, for example, look, if I take, then he just goes here. So, how do you start the queue? I don't know what that means. He takes, now queen h5. And now we will see the entire point of this is that if g6, bishop takes. How do you get in the queue? Well, we queue up at random when we begin the climb. You've got to be in the Discord and you have to be in the channel. YouTubers. I play Twitch subscribers, so you do actually have to be a sub on Twitch. Costs $5, and this is how I reward people who give money on a monthly basis to the channel. Consider subbing. Okay, now I can take this. That is free. Because the queen is protecting. Of course, black is already basically losing because all the pawns near the king are gone, and the king is actually more advanced than any other piece. Now, what black should do here is play this move. That's what he should do. Do you send the challenge? No. I did just explain Mojo Chicken and Waffles. No, you don't send the challenge. I just explained that we have a line of people who sign up to play, and that's it. And now I could have taken. Taking is completely reasonable, but I didn't like that his queen could come, get active, start looking to take. So I'm just developing because the faster that I develop, some of you might be wondering why I didn't give a check. It's because I'm not actually winning this queen. If I was winning this queen, I would. And I don't have any check like this, so I'm just going to develop. He goes here, take with the pawn, and now I have this bishop joining the attack. Bishop to g5. And we see this. We see a position where very quickly, if the opponent weakens their king with f6, we can punish with queen h5. And we're winning a queen. So, we're not winning this viciously when we had the black pieces. Oh my goodness, we are taking every piece. At this point, it's just about cleanup. Okay. c3. Actually, c3, yeah. Oh no, my bishop. How do I bait this? Well, it is pretty instructive of how to win this as fast as possible. Okay, so let's just castle. Akibor, relax. Relax. It's funny like the first time, but then we gotta chill out. Alright, so that's just the free bishop. Okay, that's just the free bishop. Now, y'all might be wondering why I'm not taking any pieces. Okay, that's still a free bishop. Okay, good, we did it. Finally, it worked. How many subs do I need? I don't know, for what? Existing? 10,000. Okay, GG. Now, don't play f6. Just don't do this. And another piece of advice, don't play knight c6 in queen pawn positions, for the most part. Try to play c5, and then knight c6, and then your pawn and your knight together will pressure. What he should do, when in doubt, get these guys out and castle. Don't play knight c6, don't play f6 e5. f6 e5 will weaken your king far too much, and it's not going to work. Your positioning is just going to be very, very weak, and you can blunder very quickly, and that's exactly what happened. All right, let's go d4. Is this another guy? Okay, game aborted. Fantastic. Interesting game. Let's try that again. d4. Amex, thank you for the prime. All right. d4, knight f6. Let's go for a Catalan with knight f3, g3, bishop g2, c4. This is going to be a longer game. King Julio, thank you for the prime, and we have a little hype train. Like I said, this is the entire point of this system. Very solid, non-confrontational system. You fianchetto and you castle your king. You buy my courses, YouTube, link in the description, Twitch, live chat. There you go. This is not quite the delayed Catalan. Okay, now c4. I say, Levy, that's just a free pawn. What are you doing? Long term, and watch my video on the Catalan, people, if you haven't already. Okay, so this is a little bit too much. And I can already start to take advantage. I can play like b3 and bishop a3, and he's not going to be able to castle. But the thing is about this is that I'll win that back very easily, and it opens up the diagonal for my bishop, and it surrenders the center. This is the whole point of the Catalan. You could try the Catalan if you're a solid player, and you try to play e4 at some point in the future. So something like queen d3 or queen c2, rook e1, and e4. I'll play rook e1. This is not quite the most precise, but it is. Play e4. And I just want to show you guys like how to go for the next step once you get this trade. This bishop is very stuck in the Catalan. This knight is a little bit stuck. He played kind of a fianchetto. He's just sort of, I mean, he's not playing any specific opening, but he's playing very solidly. That attacks me. What if I just push? What if I just push this? We're going to go for space here, not trading. A lot of beginners, they just trade because they just want to simplify the position. No. Let's go for a space advantage. And he immediately blunders. He blunders because now his knight is going to be stuck on the edge of the board. Right? Now, I can't actually trap his knight because his knight will just come back. But we got to think, what's next? No! Knight a5! His knight was safe. Okay, what's next? I'm going to go for this bishop and go for an attack on his king. So I'm going to play bishop to g5. Actually, bishop g5 would invite this move. So I'm going to play bishop f4. And here, and here. And if you watched some of the King's Indian climb, you know that this is a very useful plan, especially when the bishop is the only protector of the king. Now we do this, and again, the lack of space for black here is huge. It's huge. Okay, this is always the plan. There is Title Tuesday today, of course. I don't know, when someone on YouTube's watching, maybe not, but Title Tuesday does begin in 75 minutes, I believe. Okay, but now, look. 7 of his pawns are on light squares, and he's traded off his dark squared bishop. This is his only dark squared pawn. His light squared bishop hasn't moved. I'm basically threatening to win the game immediately. That's a good move, because I can't play knight g5 now. But I'll take, because this opens up my rook, which is not bad for me. Okay? Okay, not winning, but very close. But knight to g5. There actually is no threat. But now he should get my queen out of here with something like knight g8 or knight g4. Actually, knight g4 looks very scary because it attacks my queen, and the rook and the knight are both hitting the f2 pawn. Knight g4 definitely considerable. Something like queen e7. No, the queen attacks the knight, but it used to guard something. No, the queen used to protect the rook. Very important skill to remember, continuity. The queen is guarding the rook, and now it's over because knight has to block, and knight f7 is a smothered checkmate. So, if you want to try the Catalan, this is how you can play it, with this quick e4 push, and try to take as much space as you can. Now here, if he had played knight a5, I would have played for the same plan. His just pieces are so stuck here. So you play queen d2 and try to go for something like this, or something with h4, h5. And yes, if anybody is curious, before angry YouTubers comment that knight to g4 was a blunder. Correct, that was me testing for a stream snipe. So, yes, we have Soupman Stew in the chat. And he's saying that the Catalan's almost impossible to win against. Yeah, especially for title players. I mean, it's brutal. I try to mix it up, but it's really hard. Especially at beginner level, it's going to be... Alright, d4. Played a London. I played, You subbed? No. You didn't. Queen's Gambit. Now, the next time we get a d4, okay, so he's playing something called the Slav Defense. Gonna put both knights out here. Again, we want him to take, so we take the full center. If I utilize any simulations, I don't know what that means. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna take a bite of my sausage here. Okay, this is the triangle defense, but I'm not sure he knows that he's playing the triangle defense. You hugged Faker. Thank you for the prime. Okay, Queen A5 is a strange move. That is a strange move. What if I just develop my bishop and play E3, bishop D3, and castle? This is how you play kind of Queen's Gambit positions. You can also push for E4, but the difference is that here this bishop comes to the center, and you're not trying to kind of, you know, do something here. Not really worried about a move like bishop B4, but we do have to be a little careful of one trick that you should keep in mind. I've actually taught some beginners how to play this system with black, and there's one trick here that you should be familiar with. It's the fact that you can't play the move rook c1, because then queen takes a2. So bishop to b4, pinning the knight. Queen a2 is possible because you can't take. All right, so don't play rook c1 here. Play something like queen c2. All right, play queen c2 or queen b3 and then a3. But it does have some more tricks. Oh, wow. Wow. Man. He knows what he's doing. Kind of frustrating. Okay. Good move. Good move, good move. I'm gonna be honest. The best thing to do on queen a5 is probably to put the bishop here. Probably is. Sometimes I do things a certain way because I don't expect them to, you know, play the optimized setup. Now, I also should have played queen to b3 because right now the move a3 does not attack this because he could just take my rook. So I should have played queen b3 because then on a3 I'm threatening to take with the queen and it's protected by the pawn. So here, we actually can't naturally develop because it's going to put some annoying pressure here on us. Which means I'm going to play the solid move knight back to d2, which looks strange, but against this, which is called the Cambridge Springs. Cambridge Springs, queen a5, bishop b4. It's not quite the right move order, considering he started with the queen. You have to bring the knight to cover the pin and also stop him from putting his knight to e4. It's just what you got to do. Play this. Good move. He knows what he's doing, which is, I mean, at 805, like in the opening, that's actually very impressive. Now, the backup idea is that you bring the knight out this way to hit the queen and get it away. It's called Cambridge Springs. Not to be confused with Cambridge University. But Cambridge Springs is a good line. Actually, very good line. It's in the semi-Slav defense. I can also play bishop d2, but I'm playing this way because what's going to happen is now my knight is covering this pawn. And so if bishop c5, I'm just going to take it. And once I get rid of these pieces, my position is very solid. But this is already very advanced. If you're 818, you're not going to know about this. Which is one of the reasons the Queen's Gambit is, it's good, but you got to know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, it's Catalan, what I just played last game. And this doesn't work, by the way, because bishop takes f2 check. It's going to take. Or let's be solid with e3. Let's just be solid. I just want to develop. All the pressure's gone. Develop the pieces. Just play bishop e2. He can go here. I'll take. And again, I'm not really worried if he takes this pawn because long term I will win it back. Knight a4, etc. What am I drinking? Coffee, of course. Coffee. d4. Okay, I'll take. He's going to take. Don't just castle. Visualize what his queen is attacking. It hits the bishop. Last game in the London, I played this, but this time this is better because it attacks the queen. White is better here. Not by a lot, but white is better. I have the two bishops. Open board. I'll castle, put my rooks in the center. I don't have any obvious targets right now. I need to create targets. Which is easier said than done. His position's extremely solid. It's going to be tough to create weaknesses, but just like in the London game, sometimes you just go on a crazy attack on the king, or you just shut out a piece from a game. So for example, if he plays this move, okay, I'll attack his queen. Let's see what he does. I think he'll put his queen in front of my pawn. Now, if that happens, I'm going to do something. Oh, it didn't happen. But I can castle short. But let me go long. Long is better. And he hangs a piece right away. Just miscounts here. I could have taken with the knight, but queen is also good. So I castled queenside because I wanted to create an attack on his king, and it would have created some imbalance. So again, you guys see through these climbs, I'm constantly looking for imbalance, looking for a way to make the opponent uncomfortable, make the opponent defend, and so on. And that's, even in d4 systems, which are traditionally known to be a little bit more solid, it's still something to look out for. Now, we are winning here. He can't really develop. Can I still attack him? Probably. I mean, I can still play like h4, h5, h6 to get to this pawn. If this pawn takes, it's great. If it goes here, I plop my knight in. Can't move his bishop. I said he can't move his bishop for a reason. And then I'll just bring this guy. Now, at this point, we're up 2 pieces. We just start the conversion process into the endgame. We can keep attacking, or we can just take everything. Remember that knights go backwards. Rook takes pawn. Where can you find the Discord link? Twitch, you can find it in the commands. YouTubers, you can find it in the description. The Discord has over 7,000 people. So you should join it for sure. Oh, also, look at my sweater. You guys like that? I'm trying to keep up the fashion here. You know what I mean? I'm trying to let's go f4. His knight's trapped. His knight's gonna go. Oh no. Lot of hanging stuff. A lot of hanging stuff this game. Need some Gothamchess merch. I gotta design merch, man. I don't. Okay. And Spotify broke again. Here, and now the easiest thing, push this pawn, because the promotion square is covered. Oh man. We ate everybody. Do people in the Discord play on what is that? Do they play on, what is that website? LI Chess? Never heard of that. Yeah, I'm sure they do. I'm sure. I'm joking. Yes, of course they do. I am a chess.com partner streamer. Chess.com does have a very robust streamer program. Makes a lot of events. Is really trying to push in an esports direction. But yes, I am familiar that leeches exist. We did use it for the 9LX broadcast. A lot of their relay sometimes does run more smoothly. And that, you know. I am familiar. I mean, just don't play on Chess 24. I mean, that's just weird. You go to Chess 24 if you want to feel better about yourself. Like on Chess 24, my Blitz rating is like 3,200. I just go there to feel better about myself. I'm never gonna hit even 2,800 on Chess.com, so might as well go to a place that inflates my rating, right? Okay, Kappa, next game. GG to Hayden. Hayden, you played well. Some blunders. But you played very well. Continue to play the Cambridge Springs. I like it a lot. Alright, my friends, if he goes Eve... Okay, he plays this. What should we play? Should we play London? Let's play London. Is he going to play King's Indian? Generally, if people start with Knight F6, they will go for an Indian. I mean, otherwise... Okay, so he's just playing Nimso. Okay, so we have another London. I mean, against Knight F6, I can't really Gambit anything, you know? Like, this is... Maybe I'll play Trumpowski. Ooh! Ooh. Apollo, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Joe Eagle and Silorn. Appreciate you guys. Alright. So C5. Don't take. See what he's gonna do. This is a good move. This Queen B6 thing, I saw a guy on one of my rating climbs make a very passionate comment. He said, "The London is only played by titled players who want to draw or total beginners. If you're an intermediate player, it will damage your chess, and it will make you understand the game at a lower level. The best thing in the anti-London is C5 and Queen B6. It essentially wins by force." That's what he said. I was like, Jesus Christ, it wins by force? There's a way to beat the London by force and I don't even know about it? That's insane. No, that's not true, which is why you should not listen to a random guy with a dragon in their profile picture on YouTube tell you that the London isn't a real opening. Magnus Carlsen uses it to beat Grandmasters all the time, and so do other Grandmasters. You just have to know what you're doing. Okay, so like I said, in game number 1, rock this bishop back to g3. You do not want to take. Okay, now, the difference between the last London and this London is that we had a pawn trade. This is still an idea, but I think at this point I will have to castle. Although, let's think about this for a second. Let's play knight to d2. Obviously, my knight belongs on that square, so I'm just going to develop it very naturally. We see the whole point here, solidifying my center. Knight b4 is covered by c takes b4, and we have vision. The big thing about the London is that if the opponent gets to play e5, you've screwed up. If they can play e5 successfully, you have screwed up the London. Okay, so keep that in mind. This is good. I'm going to play queen e2, and we are going to go for a long castles London. This is a unique London. Knight h5. Okay. Okay, interesting. Can I put you right here? Let's do it. Put you right here. So now, I really want him to take, because that will open up my rook, and my rook is going to very quickly begin to attack his king. He might not do that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, he does do it. Now my rook is open. Again, one of the benefits of playing a London where you don't always castle so quickly. So we have that solid knight on e5. Okay. He wants this. Now, I can just go here, now that I think about it. And my queen covers the b2 pawn. Now, last game we played queen f3, but here that's not going to work. What we need is this. That's what we need. That's what we need. If we can successfully achieve that, then we're going to be good. And we're not worried about this, because we're not going to trade. We're just going to pop our knight in, or by the way, sacrifice. But he is trying to push. So, I might have to act fast. Should I sacrifice? Should I sacrifice? Is the question. Not gonna lie to you, that does look pretty good. That does look pretty good. Because again, his queen is just gone. All his pieces left the king. So if I sacrifice the piece for the 2 pawns, and then I move this guy, I have a queen, rook, and bishop, and potentially a knight in the future attacking his king. It's a very dangerous position for black. Yeah, see, I thought he was gonna go here, and the bishop attacks this. Now we sacrifice. Again, I don't actually know if this is good or not, but it looks really interesting. And I'm not worried about this. I'm also not worried about this, because I thought I had some cool ideas here. I thought, hopefully I'm not wrong, but looking to like sacrifice all my pieces now. So for example, here, queen takes. That's a threat. So take here, f5. There's got to be something here. I mean, this attack just looks way too strong. Same time, I can throw in a check, maybe. Can I throw in a check? King f7. Knight e5? Wow. There are so many attacking possibilities here. Let's go knight g5. He has a choice. He can take 2 pieces. Taking my bishop is definitely better, because the bishop... Oh, he just chops the knight without even thinking. That actually was the best move. I was hoping that he was sniping. Check in here? Or just here? What a wild game. Maybe it wasn't the best move. Doesn't queen h5 just win? I don't know. We'll see. What a crazy position. Check here, or check. No, this will lead to mate. Check here, check. Check here, check here, check. Here, check. Check? Somewhere there's a mate. Check here, check here, check here, check here, check here, mate. Should I pre-move that? Check, wait. Check here, check here, check here, check here, check here. Huh. So queen, rook. Let's see if it works. Does that work? There's always some sort of geometric checkmate. And there it is. On the board. Man, the London can be really vicious. The London can be very vicious. And if you really master the craft of the attack in the London, I mean, it can be a very, very, very dangerous opening for your opponents. So just this little geometric walk around and then... So someone said queen e8 is mate. Queen e8 is mate if the king goes here. But he won't. Because here there's bishop f8. Or rook f8. And so, if check here, there's no immediate checkmate. There's a draw. There's no immediate checkmate, because somehow everything is guarding everything else. And let's see. Let's just see something real quick. I probably didn't find the only win. And it's pretty funny, because he had played very good moves. And then he just blundered. He played all the best moves. And then here, apparently, bishop e5 is the only move. And it's a draw, according to the engine on low depth. So rook f5. And is it the only winning move, queen g6? No, there's also rook h8. It's just longer. Yeah, this is a forced mate in 6 or 7. Nice. Nice. There you go. That's how you attack in the London. There you go. All right, next guy. Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride mine. Nadvan, thank you for the $40 donation. I will share the course with you when I have a chance before Title Tuesday. I will be playing in Title Tuesday. Yes, it starts in 1 hour. Or 37 minutes. Let's play the Blackmar Diemer Gambit. Now it's a French. That's the problem with the Blackmar Diemer, actually. Is that they can play like c6 and now you're in a Caro-Kann. Oops. Okay, let's try to really gambit this pawn. Let's just pretend that we don't see it. Nah, he just doesn't want to take. Take it, please. The name of this opening, Blackmar Diemer. French. It transposed to a French, though. Okay, let's just go here. Basically, I want him to take, and then I want to play f3, gambit my pawn, castle, etc. For example, here he would take. He would take, I would go here. And then go here. But, okay. I mean, this is not going to be some sort of theoretical victory. It's just going to be... Okay. But see, from a strategic standpoint, what my opponent just did, it doesn't make sense, and I'll tell you why. He traded his dark squared bishop, but he put all his pawns on light squares. Let's push. We saw this work in the the game where we played the Catalan. So he attacks this. I'm just gonna chop this off. G4. So when your queen can come out very early and already create some tactical opportunities, especially when the guy has not castled the king, he might castle here. That'll only run him into more trouble. I have this move, very common tactical pattern. Let's see, his bishop is stuck. Yup. And this, now he has to go here, it's the only move. Otherwise, just mate. You know, I don't want to take his rook. Is that crazy? Isn't that crazy? feel like my bishop is just way too strong. He can move queen. He can. He does have the legal right to move his queen. Then I would just take it. Okay, so now I'm thinking of a way to like get to his king. Let's just go here. I'm not gonna take his rook. I mean, it's the right thing to do. If you're a beginner watching, you know, just take the material and shut up. But this rook is just so bad. Like the relative value of my bishop is probably about 4 points in this position. Yeah, like he's moving his rook out of danger, but that's a full turn, and now I've already arrived, you know? Like I've arrived, I'm about to attack his king. Not a single one of his pieces has moved off the back rank. Not a single one. And for me, you know, my king's in the center, but he can't get to it. I have this giant pawn wall in the middle. He does have a move like this, which is a little bit scary. Because then I need to actually deal with the threat of queen takes. But the good thing is I can make a natural developing move and still protect this. And the position is so good for me, I can play king d2. I can still play king d2, but knight e2 is the best move. That's not a bad move, but it might be a little bit too slow. So let me take. Now this is different because if he takes this, it's over. Just get to his king. Question is, he takes the right way. He does take the right way. Spotify broke again. Fantastic. Now, this is the best move because I need to start creating an attack here. I'll move my bishop out of the way, hit his queen. Probably he will. Again, the thing about this move is that he can create counterplay, but he's not defending his king. Whereas if he goes here, he's at least covering this row. Okay, he does do that. I'm going to play knight e2. Is this? And I should not be taking. Okay, that move does not create a threat. I mean, he's still threatening to take, but I feel like my attack is stronger. Now the question is, can I just sacrifice? Can I just sack this? I think the answer to the question is yes. He takes, I give a check. He goes there, I play bishop f6. I'm threatening queen h8. But he has rook f8. Interesting. Still gonna do it. Let's see if it works. I do think it works. If he plays picture perfect defense, maybe he defends himself. That's the thing about chess. It's kind of hard to play picture perfect defense. I don't think it's possible, actually. I think there's a way here I can maneuver. And the thing is, I'm always looking to sacrifice get in. My general rule of thumb, if you haven't seen my chess tips attacking video, is so, if you are trying to attack an enemy king, you should try to have 2 attacking pieces versus no defenders, or 3 attacking pieces versus 1 defender. You should have a 3-on-1, or 2-on-0, or 4-on-2 situation. Now, the question is, what do I do here? I just realized I have something very cool hidden in this position. I can get my rook involved, and that might win the game for me. King d2. Look at that. To bring my rook. I can also just immediately go for this, which strikes me as the far more natural move. I think this is a mistake because this gives me a check. Whereas king g8, I couldn't check him. I would have to, but now that move blunders that I have a check and he's not getting away because I'm cutting him off. It's probably force mate. King f7, queen h7, king f8 here. And if king g8, I have this. If this, then this. If this, this. Then I go check. Or just straight up. Okay, let's check him. He has to go here. Where is the win? Cutting him off, which is good. But I don't have an auto win. Because he can run. What about queen h7 with bishop h6 to cut him off? Queen h7 threatens bishop h6. So queen h7, his rook e7, but then I have here. Do I really have to bring another piece to the party? I have to bring like the king or something? I don't like that his king gets away. Bishop g5 he can cover up. Yeah, bishop f6, but then he plays queen c7. Queen h6. If this, then mate. If this, then this, then this, then mate. It might be bishop f6. Bishop f6, rook e7. Wait, bishop f6, rook e7. Hold on, not so fast. Bishop f6, rook e7. If bishop f6, he goes here. I check. He runs behind the rook. Wow, that is tough. Jesus. Okay, let's play king d2. Or here. Is there any difference? No, I can't do that. I would hang my pawn. King d2. Bringing the rook. I have at least a draw, but I want to win, obviously. I don't think it's queen h6. I don't think it's queen h6. I go queen h6 at any moment. I could play it, you know. Okay, so he takes. Gonna go here. But here's the thing. Wait, let me be careful. Let me check him now. Check him now, so force him this way. Then rook h1 with the unstoppable threat of rook h8. And if he takes, I play king e1. He's got no more checks. GG. Force mate. Nice. dc3, I go back. I avoid all the checks. He cannot check me anymore. If I played here, he had check. If I had taken, I don't know. But king comes to e1. Rook h8 mate is unstoppable. So we figured it out. Wombat Dances and Mastas, thank you for the subs. But again, not so simple. Not so simple. But the motto is the same. Attack. Make them uncomfortable. Attack their king. That's what I'm doing in every game. I'm just finding ways to go attack them. Whether it's the pawns or the pieces. Oh, he made a move. That's mate, and that's mate. Let's play this one. Nice. So again, tried to go for a Blackmar Diemer. The point of it is this. If he takes, I get a big attack. I have an open F file. I'll try for it in one more game. Good game. Tough one. All right, kid named Leo. Let's go. No cheats, please. Let's go for this. This guy cheating? Who, me? Or my opponent? Or everybody? Are we both cheating? Oh, that's not good. London players. Oh my gosh. Just be with a 28-month. When's the color coming back? Yo, people. You guys have to play d5 if you have a chance. 28 months. That is wild. Yeah, I mean, what? Okay. We can play c4, knight c3. Let's play knight c3 to try to go e4. I mean, this is just not good. Like, this doesn't... Hikaru said I could be a gem if I work a little harder? Wow. I know. Chat is so funny. They're like, Hikaru said you could become a GM. You should do it. I remember a guy, I don't know if it's the same guy, he was in the chat earlier. He's like, Levy, you're definitely at that level. You can definitely do it. I believe in you. I was like, you know what? Since this guy who's been following my channel for 4 days and has written 20 messages in it, no pun intended, 420. Since he believes in me, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. Ah! So here's a cool idea. This wrecks his pawn structure. Just keep developing though. Do a speedrun to GM. Can I just enjoy my life? Like I like life right now. I got good YouTube channel, good Twitch channel. You know, trying to grow followers on different platforms. You know what I mean? We're doing tournament coverage once a month on you know, as part of Hikaru's team doing commentary. Why do I have to sacrifice all of that for a different letter in my title? Thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the best game video. Would you enjoy a video of my worst game ever? Whoa. What is going on? We see you play live? I'm so confused. This guy's 860. We can't be out here. We can't be playing like this. What is this? This is nervous? Maybe nervous. I don't know, maybe nervous. I feel like this is a stronger player than this. I don't. Sí, yo puedo hablar un poco. Si tiene algunas preguntas, I'll try to respond in Spanish. Okay, Long Castle. Намного лучше говорю по-русски, чем по-испански, но могу говорить по-испански тоже. Do I speak French? I mean, to be completely honest, not really, but yeah, I can try to do the best Quebecois accent that I possibly can. You know, I watch a lot of Georges Saint Pierre. You know, Georges Saint Pierre. I want to be the best. You know, I want to fight for my legacy, and I need to make the fight worth it. You know, but they didn't want me to fight Khabib, so I try to put some MMA in every one of my YouTube videos, because random people there will be like, they'll be like, what? I didn't know. Okay, this is not good. We were just swarming here. Okay, so we got a guy here that says, lol, I'm from Quebec, this is on point. 3 lines later, drink time lol goes, dude, that's the worst Quebec accent I've ever heard. So which one is it? And then somebody says, this is a perfect Quebec accent. Okay, that was a solid win for us, but guys, don't let your opponent put 2 knights in the center. Just go d5, and I mean, I've been waiting for a King's Indian. I hope the next guy plays King's Indian. Camerondo. He played in a sub battle. I don't know what he plays. Blackmar Diemer. Nice. I think you can play knight c3 and then f3. Let's just play f3. Okay, knight f3. And now we're going to see the Blackmar Diemer. Have I played the English Opening yet? Well, considering this is a d4 only climb, I don't think I'm going to be doing that. Let's see if he blunders. Knight f6 here. Knight f6 is pretty good. Natural developing move. Guess I've seen the e4 climb. You can play queen f3. Yes. You can play. Okay, now I have this. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god, I can't believe I blundered that. Horrible. What am I doing? Jeez. What an idiot. How can I make a rating climb series if I'm just gonna blunder my queen? And you want that, just go to Botez Live. My goodness. Oh, thankfully he didn't take it. But he did lose his bishop, which was the other idea. But now he can take my pawn. That's the thing. Okay, I'm done trying to trick him. Let's just be solid and win the game. Now, if he has been watching the climb, at this point, he will pick up on a tactical pattern. And, what was the trick in him taking your queen? Thank you for asking. If there are any beginners in the chat who are going, alright, I know that Levy didn't actually lose his queen, but what the hell was he planning there? Oh no, this is not good. The trick was that f7, the square near the enemy king, was bishop f7 was checkmate. And that's just a free queen. It's not free, but... Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Camerondo is doing his best sub-battle impression. Oh man. Oh no. Oh man. Oh man. Oh no. My opponent does not have a lot of pieces. That was a rather tragic slip. Okay. Let's try to convert this pretty effortlessly. Oh no, my queen again. Check. Oh my gosh. Tragic pre-move skills. At least he has the sole distinction of being the only person in the rating climb to end with more time than he began with. That is definitely an honor. How long did it take me to become master? I quit chess many times. Played my first tournament when I was 7, but I became a master at 19. Most kids that begin at 7 and become masters within the first 7 years, I would say. Most kids. Like, if the criteria is started chess in childhood and became a master, because that's the thing, a lot of people quit before they become master. They just quit. They go to, sports, computer science, like whatever they're interested, because a lot of chess kids are interested in robotics and, coding and stuff, math. But if you become a master and you started as a kid, very likely that you become master at 10, 11, 12. People quit and come back to chess, but very often they become... I became master at 19. I quit chess several times, so... How good is a master at 2200? Alright, Toaster, let's go. 2 more people. We might finish the entire queue before Title Tuesday and in time for the YouTube video to end. We're almost at an hour. College does not weed out prodigies. No, it does not. No, it does not. You are not a prodigy by the time you are in college. It's not college. Okay, let's play the King's Indian against London against King's Indian. Here we go. This is what I like. If I see they're going for a King's Indian, I'm going to put my knight on c3, which I have not done yet. Okay, that's a weird setup. That's not a King's Indian. That's like, just whatever. Bishop is there. That's the setup. Have I stopped competing since I started streaming? Not really, no. Johnny Burden? No, in 2018, I was streaming, and I became an IM while streaming. I was streaming out of a Airbnb in Calgary. One of my most viewed Twitch clips is a Chess Bay cheer clip, celebrating that we became an IM. So when you become an international master, you have to wait for like FIDE Congress. They meet like 3 or 4 times a year and they approve all the norm requests. And so before I was approved to be an international master, I used to call myself an international master because I wasn't quite an international master. I think in hindsight that probably wasn't the most politically correct pronunciation. Oh no. They just blundered a full rook. I can see, what? I just got a full queen. Okay. So you see the power of this system? And he just resigns. 10 move win. Guys, King's Indian versus the London, dangerous stuff. Long castles, start some, but then he just can't break in the center. This is the thing, he just has no e5. So it's just dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. Crazy Matt, let's go. I wish I could show a little bit more in that game. Maybe this guy's gonna play King's Indian. He's got a KFC profile picture. Okay, let's see. Most people who play this will either play e6 or g6 or d6 on the next move, because there's no difference playing knight f6 or d5. You know what I mean? Like, you might as well. Oh yes, let's feast, boys and girls. Let us feast on the King's Indian. Refuting the King's Indian, in fact. Okay, sorry, that was a little bit gross. Okay, so e4, if he lets me play it, and then queen d2 and long castle. Feast on opponent. Yes, exactly. Peppo G. Peppo G. Write that down. This is good. This is good. I think d5 is still strong here. Let's just castle queenside. Now, for example, here, something very strong is knight d4, queen d4, and fork in the center. But he won't see that. And then after takes, I'm in some trouble. But whatever, he's not... A lot of 800s don't know that. d5, that's a little bit peculiar, so I'm not going to take, I'm just going to... By the way, that didn't work at all. Just another stream snipe test. Never know if folks are stream sniping or not. But it's generally good practice not to trade so quickly in the beginning. This I have to trade because, I mean, he's going to take... But I could still play queen e3. I could let him take. But take, this is good for me, because I lose nothing doing this. I can't go here because he has this. Can I just pick this pawn up, though? Also, I have this, no? Like, again, like this. So, trading off his dark squared bishop is extremely... It's really good to play like this against somebody who plays King's Indian, because they're not used to what they're going to get on the board. They're used to a very different position. Like, look at this. He can't castle now. This is free, but not really. Not really. You're just pinning your knight to your queen. It's just loses material. You know, I'm gonna slide into the DMs here on G7, and it's you know. Can you lose a chess title? Yeah, if you cheat, if you take a phone to the bathroom and use an engine, they can retroactively revoke your title. That's a real story, by the way. I know we have a lot of new chess fans. That actually happened, is why I said that. How do you cheat in chess? I'm not going to tell you because then you would be inclined to do it. I see what you're doing. Whoa! Holy, what? So a lot of you would play this move, and you wouldn't be wrong, but that's not the best move. Chat members, what's the best move here for white? How does white shred open the position? It's not the best move because he's just going to block, and I don't want a queen trade. I mean, this is fine. We have something a lot better. D5. Good. You guys are bringing up the Stockfish lipstick. I just hope you guys are completely aware. It's Blitz. Thank you for the prime. I hope you guys are completely aware of the fact that that story is completely fake. I mean, the story is real, but that's the story of Anna Rudolph. A couple of grandmasters accused her of cheating, and what they cited was that she had a computer in her lipstick. Yes, those grandmasters, frankly, I mean, and then like there was an investigation done by FIDE, not of Anna, but of their claims. She basically brought them, you know, to like court because, you know, some you know, the equivalent. Yeah, there's an Godmantor video of it. Okay, chat members, if I take the queen, it's guarded. If I take the rook, it's guarded. So I have to take the knight with a check. Now the queen loses its protector. And it's over. Correct. It's a crazy story because I actually, like, those grandmasters, like, still play competitively to this day. And it's just so insane to me that these people actually did this. It's astounding. It's completely, it's mind-blowing. Checkmate in 1. Who are they? You guys got to look it up. I don't want to name any names and then they're not. You just look up the story. It's like an article about it. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, of course she wasn't like that's the best you can do. You can accuse somebody of having a chess computer inside of their lipstick. Really? Yeah. Like, you know, maybe she, like, you know, imagine someone has a hat on or leaves the table a lot, you know? You know what I mean? Okay, at least at that point, you always have suspicion. What? The person is using lipstick. Like, are you serious? I mean... Oh, yikes, Devlar. Bad joke. No, you're gonna have to take a 1-hour walk for that one, buddy. Sorry. Bad joke. It's, bad joke. Anyway. Chat members. We gotta sign off for YouTube. So, YouTubers. That's all for part 1. Played a lot of Londons. Showed you how to beat the King's Indian. A little Queen's Gambit action, a little Catalan action. We're gonna continue this climb. Probably gonna be alternating uploads of this, the E4 climb, the climb for black, unless you're watching like a year into the future, in which case, hi, how's 2021? Hope it was good. More videos are going to appear on that side. You can click them, look around the playlists, enjoy my content, join the Discord, Twitch say bye to YouTube, YouTube say bye to Twitch. See you in the next video.